There's a storm coming for the first time in 4K, and I'm talking about 1990s classic Twister. Bill Paxton unfortunately didn't get a lot of starring roles. Mighty Joe Young, Frailty. I enjoy The Traveler, a little lesser known movie with him and Mark Wahlberg, but Twister has to be the leading role that he's most famous for. Besides like Big Love on TV, but movies, Twister is the shit. Bill Paxton plays Bill, looking to finish off his divorce and move on with his life from Joe, played by Helen Hunt, and he wants those papers signed. So he goes out to Oklahoma where Joe's still storm chasing, and they have a history together. And they have a history of building a scientific machine called Dorothy. And the science behind it is if they can get some sort of sensors up into the tornado, they can study it, maybe improve the warning system. I really enjoyed the aspect of just trying to get Dorothy to work throughout the film. There's the early stage where it doesn't work again, and finally at the end, we see Dorothy in action, full force. Then you have the aspect of the romance, will they, won't they, and Bill's fiance is stuck in the middle, realizing Bill's true self belongs out there storm chasing, and leads to some comical moments where she meets the crew, notably Dusty, played by Philip Seymour Hoffman. And I'm so sad we didn't get a Dusty spinoff because I really want that. I think that Dusty is so funny in this. But John DeBont's direction and the choice that he makes of really showing this realistic approach to the storms, like the green sky, that's all real. I mean, that can really be a phenomenon with these high intensity tornado like storms. And tornadoes can happen at an instant, especially in Oklahoma and the Tornado Alley. It can happen at night, and they see in the drive-in scene with The Shining being destroyed on the screen. John DeBont's direction here, he keeps it kind of grounded, whereas the new Twisters, for me, just made me appreciate the original way more. The Twisters in theaters right now, it just kind of is way over the top for me. These storm chasers are driving on property that they don't have clearance for all over the fields and stuff, whereas in Twister, they're driving along roads, trails, they have a navigator, all of that. And I really enjoy the connection between the characters in the original, where the second one doesn't really have that. Anyways, watching Twisters made me love Twister even more, especially on this rewatch in 4K, where this 4K restoration just looks stunning. Absolutely stunning. Everything's balanced right, just as the director wanted. And there's an awesome interview with John DeBont in this. He gives insight into the restoration, his approval of the green sky, how it intended to look, and he gives insight into Bill Paxton doing the actual stunts, taking like ice on his chin and everything from the hail, and really riding in the cars. Practical effects this movie is full of practical effects and CGI as a assistant to making the storms look real. Still holds up for me. This is a lot of fun. It moves really fast, under 2 hours, but we get a sense of the danger of a tornado and tornado storm chasers and the kind of life they live. They never sleep. Lots of coffee. This 4K, again, I said, looks amazing, and it sounds great. An awesome Atmos track to this classic. It's a new featurette, The Legacy of Twister, taken by The Wind. Director John DeBont discusses the groundbreaking film. Commentary by director John DeBont and visual effects supervisor. Featurettes, Chasing the Storm, Twister Revisited, Anatomy of a Twister, and the HBO First Look, The Making of Twister. Also, a Van Halen music video. Hell yeah. The soundtrack is amazing in here too. It's Eric Clapton, Dire Straits, Van Halen, a lot of great stuff here. Twister is, to me, a 90s action classic now that has aged well, even the cows. So do yourself a favor and get this upgrade. You will not be let down. Have you guys seen Twister? Let me know your thoughts below in the comments section. If you like this video, please share it on social media. And as always, this has been Return of the Disc. I'm Dan.